Good evening, distinguished guests, friends, family, faculty, and the graduating class of 2019. To those graduating from the Educational Leadership Program, the Fine Arts Program, the School of Business, and my peers in the counseling program, you did it. I cannot begin to tell you how grateful and excited I am to be sharing this space with you all this evening. In considering what I wanted to discuss in this speech, I reflected upon my own experience while in the counseling program over the last 3 years. One word in particular stood out to me: community. Like many of my fellow classmates, I was drawn to Stetson because I wanted to join the ranks of a community that could truly make a difference. My initial thought was that this was something that would come with the onset of my career. What I was not expecting was that this remarkable community would be something I would witness developing in real time as a student. Aside from the innumerable enriching moments shared while in class, I think of stolen conversations in hallways and parking lots. I think of evenings sunken into the couches in Flagler Hall, alternating between laughing and crying, not caring that technically we should have left the room half an hour ago. I think of my peers, people from all different backgrounds and walks of life, coming together to form a family. I'm so grateful to have grown alongside them and to be a witness to the incredible things they have done and will do to help others in their careers. I can recall Dr. Roach during my admissions interview stating with gravitas, "This program will change you." I remember thinking, is that something that will actually happen for me, or is that just one of those things that people say, like no outside food in the movie theater? I think I can now definitively say that, Dr. Roach, you were right. As members of this community, we have experienced so many eye-opening, transformative moments together. We've had to challenge our own beliefs and have come face to face with our own stories with a newfound discernible eye. Thankfully, we now also have a full Rolodex of well-trained mental health professionals to call upon. The education we have gained here will serve as a guiding light on the path unfolding before us. Make no mistake, today is not the finish line. Today is the start of an incredible story that we know absolutely 0% of. You may go on as a visionary in your career field, or you may choose a different field entirely. You will cross paths with new friends and colleagues. There will be some individuals who will be left behind as you take this next step. The choices you make in this next step will make a difference. You alone get to define what that difference looks like. There's a quote by the writer Annie Dillard that states, "How we spend our days is, of course, how we spend our lives." On this day of immense change, I have to imagine that you have a vision in mind of what you're hopeful that this next chapter will look like. I encourage you to remember that vision as you live out your days. Through the mundane moments and the exhausting moments and the frustrating moments, I hope you keep it with you in your pocket or behind your ear or wherever you keep your dreams. I hope that you let it excite you and grant yourself grace on the days that those dreams seem next to impossible. There was something inside of you that led you to make the seemingly baseless idea of applying to grad school. Hold on to that. Now, as a counselor, I'm morally opposed to dispensing life advice, but I'm going to turn my back on that rule for just one moment. Graduates, remember that you do not move forward on this path alone. The hundreds of people here today are proof of that. These were the folks loving and supporting us exactly as we were, sleep deprivation and all. The support of our loved ones and equally beloved faculty members are the reason we're in this room today. I know, today is about celebrating you, but I encourage you to take a moment on this day to celebrate your personal cheerleading squad, whatever it may look like. For whatever it took for you to be here today, wearing what can only be described as the most chic wizard's robes that DeLand, Florida has ever seen, I applaud you. Congratulations, class of 2019.